Hey, welcome back to Off-Road Stuff. Thanks for tuning in. If you're new, welcome. And for the rest of y'all that's been following along, I really appreciate it. A while back, I was given a set of these tube door frames from my buddy Cody. And I got a latch today. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to pull this door off, try to get this fitted up in there so I can figure out kind of where this thing should go. Something, I think like this. So what I want to try to do today is just figure out where it's going to go, because I got to make something to hold this latch mechanism. Alright, so I went ahead, I got the plug and the little door swinger stopper out or off. Alright, let's. There we go. Let me make sure there's not a right and a left. So, I just got it kind of shimmed up here, I think, kind of where it's going to ride. I think. Don't move. I think it's going to be just about like this. And so I got it up here, and it took a couple measurements. I marked it anyways, here and here, and then up here, which is going to be the profile of the back of this. So then I can figure. I haven't decided. I might just get, well, I was thinking about putting just a piece of flat plate in there. And just put like a little curve. But I was also thinking about get another piece of pipe or tubing and make a roll like this and then put the flat plate in there. So I do have the barrels, or the barrel pins for the hinges. So these will just drop in like this, maybe something like that. I'm not really sure how this kit works. All right, so let me give you a little backstory on these. Like I said, my friend Cody gave these to me. His stepdad was building these for some other company that went out of business, and these were on the shelf in the shop after his stepdad passed away, and he gave these to me and handed me a bunch of parts, but I'm not really sure where things exactly go because I can't find any pictures. Apparently this company went out probably, at least I've known him for about 7 years, and I'm thinking it was probably closer about 10 years that 10 years ago this company had gone out of business. So yeah, and these doors kind of they're a little special to me. Even though I never met the guy, I knew quite a bit about him, and I really wanted to. Actually, I wanted to interview him when I started my channel, and then found out that he had succumbed to another round of cancer. He had, I guess, had a couple bouts already, and was kind of going downhill a little bit, and just really couldn't work in the shop anymore. Unfortunately, had to pretty much quit fabricating altogether. So if you don't know, it's Hendrix Motorsports with an X, not Hendrix like NASCAR Motorsports. It was Hendrix with an X. And my understanding was he was, pretty into the King of the Hammers in the early days, like within the first couple of races, I believe. And he built these tube chassis off of Toyota platforms. Matter of fact, he built Marlin's tube chassis buggy, and he just pretty good fabricator and pretty good all-around guy, my understanding. So unfortunately, I didn't get to meet the guy, but I do have a piece of his history right here, and I'm gonna do my best to make these to the best of my ability, make them nice, yeah. So that's pretty cool. Oh, and these up here have there's a little hole in the top. They're threaded, so you can actually put mirrors in them. Because the ones I have a set of mirrors that they just go in here and you tighten them up and it just kicks out right here. So that's kind of cool. But anyhow, so I'm just going to kick back, do a little measuring, a little thinking, come up with a material list, and we'll see what I come up with on the next round. All right, so kind of screwed up here. Yeah, so if you guys can't tell, I should have left a little gap here. I wasn't really paying attention when I tacked these on, and like, back you guys up. So this little bit of free play right here is no big deal, but as you start to get over here, it starts to make contact. See right there, and the same thing down here on the bottom. And yeah, so not the end of the world. I think what I'm gonna end up doing is I'll just come in back here and I'll tape these off, and I'm gonna paint these black. So yeah, anywho's, all right, I got a couple of washers in here for spacers, and then I threw a couple tacks on those little tabs, and then yeah, let's see. Gonna work. Okay. Well, so far so good. It's tight. Technically, we could swing these all the way back to the tire. So these little holes are slotted. So what I'm thinking about doing is I might drill those and put a little, like a set screw, self-tapper deal in there, and then I can cut these welds off, and then I could probably just like leave this one snug and then rotate the door up just a little bit and then tighten it up, make sure that's where I want it. Ooh, I'm gonna try to get this up just a hair. So yeah, I think that was the trick. So I did adjust the top up just a little bit, and now my gap across the bottom is, I still think it's a tiny bit low in the back, but I don't know if there's much I can do, because if I try to pull it back some more this way, this gap I think is going to grow, and it's pretty close. And I think I'm already maxed out on the throw, so unless I slot this tab a little bit more, I don't think we're going to get any more out of it. And there's a gap between here and here, so this thing will swing around and hopefully won't hit anything. So I'm happy with that. The latch, I think, is going to line up just about perfect right there, and right here we're pretty close. We're just inside of being flush, probably like a 1/4 inch inset, which is fine. That way I don't have to worry about anything really rubbing on it. Corner out, come down to about here like that. So I got about 2 inches all the way around this, so I have a place to mount this to nice and solid, so hopefully it won't flex too much. Whew, man, she's a little warm today. It's cooling down. I think we're in the 90s now. So anyways, just not trying to get carried away. I'm a little bit excited about doing this project. I've wanted to do it for a while, but just you know how things go. Alright, so we got our little cardboard aided project going here. A little arts and crafts time. So it's kind of what it's going to look like. I think I'm going to come in here and just roll this corner. And then transfer it to a piece of plate steel, and probably like 3/16 or something like that. Yeah, kind of liking it. All right, well, we got it tacked up there, and so yeah, there's a little bit of play in that latch, but I think there's a good gap. Like I can stick my finger between here. So what I think I'm going to just do is get just a piece of rubber. Heck, I could probably get a piece of like weather stripping material or whatever. Anyways, and glue it on there just enough so that when you latch this, it's like, you know, it doesn't want to do this going down the road. So anyhow, I got one hole that's slightly off. Don't tell nobody. That'll just be our little secret. And yeah, so I'll probably pull this off. Oh, excuse me. And finish welding this. Then I got the other plate for the other side. I got to clean up this bottom edge a little bit. It was a little rough on my plasma cut for the other side. But yeah, I kind of like it. Yeah, that won't fly going down the road. There we go. So yeah, I'm gonna put a little piece of rubber down in there to try to keep that from making so much noise. Hey, well, we're back in the shop today, or the garage, I should say. But anywho's, so yeah, we got that other door framed out. It's tacked together. We're gonna work on getting this one kind of lined out the same, and hopefully, if we have time, I don't know if you guys can see this right here. I picked up some of this rod. What I say was 5/16, I think it is. And I'm gonna take that and we're gonna pencil roll this right here, just to kind of give it a little flare, and then you just don't have this blank edge on here to be rolled out nice and smooth. All right, so I showed you guys I had my whole laser beam thing set up, and I mean it kind of worked, but I was still having some issues trying to get it planed out this way. And anyways, basically you can see what it is. I just used a string, so I went to that side and I did the same thing, and I run it across, and then I took a couple of measurements and just kind of got it where I thought it needed to be. And then I was actually able to verify it with the laser and got it all kind of pretty close to where I wanted it. And then I had to go through and do a little tweaking as I was tacking this on there, but yeah, it seems to want to work okay. So it's a hair lower on this side, but we might be able to kind of tweak that once we get that welded, and we'll put the screws in there, and then I think we might be able to turn it just a hair if I want to, but I think we're good. So now I just got to pull everything off. Yeah, so now I just got to pull them off and get things welded. Little button Allen head bolts to put in here and here, and then on these ones too, that way they're adjustable. Let's run them like this for this first run that we're going on, which is the Molina Ghost run. It's Mother's Day weekend, so if you guys interested, go ahead and get on there. You can book your spots, get everything paid for. Yeah, I think that's it. So we'll pull this thing off and get her welded up, and I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's all done.